Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. So in today's video we are going to cover ICP, its recent price action, couple of interesting charts, and a little bit of news that are going on for ICP as well. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer, that video isn't a financial advice, so you must do your own due diligence and research before investing into any crypto project. And now, without any further ado, let's hop into ICP itself. So as we can see over here on CoinGecko, ICP is currently trading at $13.81, and it saw a pump of 3.5% in the last 24 hours. Market cap is currently sitting at $6.3 billion US dollars, and 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 185.7 million USD. So as we can see over here, we pretty much have a significant pump on ICP. Well, as significant as it can be. Actually haven't seen a new all-time highs. However, I do believe that this is just a beginning, because first thing, ICP ARK Invest now looking at BTC ordinals as a business model, very bullish for bionic BTC ordinals on ICP. So that looks very interesting to me. That's the first thing. The second thing, ICP is now officially at the #1 spot in development activity. Data from an on-chain analysis firm shows ICP entered the #1 spot of development activity. This indicates that developers at Definity are actively working on the projects within the ICP ecosystem. So that is very bullish in my opinion. ICP basically took over Polkadot, Kasuma. I'm not sure what Kasuma is, but obviously we know what Cardano is, Optimism, Hadera, Cosmos, Sui, and Ethereum. So this is a big deal for ICP. And now let's move over here. Introducing the Web3 startup incubator, launched in partnership with the city of Lugano in Switzerland. So this is something that I'd like to see. Pretty much these news are coming out every single day for ICP. So much of integration, so much of partnerships. We all know what that basically means for the future value of ICP, and of course what comes with that, with the actual price of the token. But let's move over here. The EVM RPC canister beta on ICP simplifies blockchain interoperability and boosts efficiency for devs. So that is very good if that upgrade basically is boosting efficiency for developers, because obviously if developers find it very easy to build on the network, that is going to drive more and more developers, and of course what's going to come with that, a great growth of the project. All right, let's have a look over here. Just in case if you have missed that, that is a comparison that I have found on X, and this is something funny, I would say, because Solana is restarting. I do hold Solana, I do like Solana, but unfortunately that is a big issue, I believe. Okay, so let's leave Solana. Obviously Ethereum is too slow. Cardano obviously is Cardano, but let's have a look at that speed for ICP, right? Obviously the speed is pretty much the same as for Solana, however there is no outages. That is a big deal. That is a big deal in my opinion. But alright, let me know what do you think down below in the comments. And now let's move to this section. So basically that is a whale alert. Just in case if you guys wouldn't know, $1.2 million has been transferred to the Coinbase wallet, which basically isn't really that great. But from the other hand, $1.2 million worth of ICP isn't really that big, considering that market cap is sitting at over $6 billion. However, that's something to be aware of. And now I don't really have a good news in terms of the TVL, because TVL pretty much at the date of 11th of February was sitting at 35 million USD, and we see that huge dump. At the moment TVL on ICP is 10,900,000. So what I think happened basically is, due to the fact that total stake amount of ICP decreased from 47.9 to 47.7, that could cause such thing. However, I don't think that over $20 million in terms of staking really changed that. Okay, so I haven't really found any other information about that. If I'm going to find anything, I will keep you updated, so please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And now let's move over here. There is something to keep an eye on. because obviously that is something that many people are pretty much can still afford. And what do I mean by that? Number of addresses with balance over 100,000 of ICP. So 2 more people pretty much accumulated over 100k of ICP, which is obviously great. That is something to bear in mind, and that number obviously exponentially growing, which means that the belief in ICP is there. So if that wouldn't be enough, that post over here is from CoinMarketCap. Basically, they are saying that ICP is among one of the best cryptocurrencies to buy now at the month of February. And now finally, let's have a look at this chart. So first of all, we are looking at 1 hour chart over here on TradingView. And as we can see over here on TradingView, we are pretty much creating that uptrend over here, of course, inside of that ascending triangle, which I still do believe is going to see a breakout, right? Given that ascending momentum, and of course, what is going on with BTC as well. There is an hourly chart as well for BTC, but if we are going to see over here, BTC is pretty much tackling that resistance over here at 52k. So I do think that we are going to see higher prices for BTC, not a financial advice of course, and if we will close above that line of resistance over here, I do believe that ICP is going to break out above that triangle and potentially see new yearly highs of around $20. So let's have a look at a couple of charts that are going to help us to put ourselves into perspective to see where we are at. So the first thing for altcoins, green lights for alts. So first of all, shout outs to Mr. Titan of Crypto. And now let's have a look over here. So we've got this bullish crossover. That's the first thing. And we have breakout above that resistance level over here, which obviously, if we are going to look at the previous cycle, we saw a huge alt season. And now if we are going to see over here, the target for alts is around $5.9 trillion. So you can just imagine how much money is going to flow into strong projects like ICP. That is insane. And now let's have a look over here. Imagine being bearish on altcoins when price has flipped an important level into support and is holding above it for the past 10 weeks. So that is actually right. If we are going to look on this over here, which is Wyckoff accumulation, we have closed above that very important line of resistance, and now we have pretty much only upside potential, and the first target is going to be 150 billion. All right, so let's have a look over here. Do you remember, guys, when I was showing you that chart about Wyckoff accumulation? We were pretty much going sideways inside of the phase D, but now we are pretty much on the verge of entering phase E, and that phase E is going to pretty much be a bull territory, as we can see over here. Every single cycle that happens in 2014, 2018, after we leave that accumulation zone, we are going into the bull cycle. Same as 2018, 2021, exactly the same thing. And do you think it's going to be different in 2022, 2025? I don't think so. We are going to enter parabola very, very soon. And now the last chart. As we can see over here, altcoin market cap is in the final phase before transitioning to the optimism phase, which is the beginning of alt season. So as we can see over here, we are now in hope. And as we can see over here, this is the last time where we were at in the previous bull cycle at hope. But of course, that over here, it's a black swan event from obvious reasons, and that normally wouldn't happen because that wasn't planned, right? Well, technically. So if nothing is going to happen, no black swan event, I see only upside potential for altcoins and of course BTC as well. So I hope that your bags are packed, because mine are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Peace and love, crypto.